Hey everybody, it's Amelia, and yeah, today is Cinco de Mayo, and okay, so what is a gringo like me supposed to think about Cinco de Mayo? And I'll tell you. 2 years ago, exactly on this day, I was working in a little tiny salon in Villa Rica, Georgia, called Bella. I'm sure IT Computer Chick knows that. It's near where the new Willie's is in Villa Rica. But I was working there, and I didn't have clients yet, and so they would make me go and sit there all day long, even though I didn't have clients, and it was really horrible, boring. And before I lost weight, I was not very much a girly girl, and they always wanted me to wear makeup and dress up and be prissy and Barbie-ish, and it wasn't my thing. So like, I'd sit around all day bored while a bunch of Barbies basically barked at me for being plain and boring, because I would just wear scrubs and be just professional, medical looking, and I was in like a little fancy pants, little salon tuxedo. So I had been doing this for a couple weeks. I'd been sick of it, not having enough clients, bored to tears, and I decided that it's Cinco de Mayo. I'm going to go out, I'm going to do something. I don't know what I'm going to do. Had a crush on this guy who was working at a restaurant in Atlanta, and so I was like, I'm going to go see what he's doing, and use the guise of Cinco de Mayo, because it was a Mexican-themed restaurant. I used the guise of Cinco de Mayo to have a reason to go check on him. So I go there, and I'm sitting around on the patio, and I'm drinking margaritas, and I've got my best friend, who was this 50-year-old guy at the time. We used to like hang out a lot and go to the movies and do stuff, but we weren't like dating, not at all. So whatever. So we went to this place in Atlanta, Midtown, and I'm getting toasted because I'm drinking margaritas, and I'm letting cute boys sit in my lap and get massages. I'm just letting them sit in my lap, and I'm rubbing their shoulders, and which is a very effective way to flirt if you're single and you're a massage therapist. So anyway, all night I'm letting cute boys sit in my lap, and it's so what, whatever. And I finally get the guy I got a crush on in my lap, and I'm sitting there, talking to him, and, blah, 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 blah. But he's like, I'm still kind of talking to my chick, blah, 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 and I'm like... So, toward the end of the night, like almost 11 o'clock at night, he comes up to me with this really slim guy, and, in a button-up shirt, real slim, and I look at him, and the first... I don't know, my last boyfriend, like, that I had for 5 years was over 300 and something pounds, like 335 pounds or something. So here comes this 130 something pound guy, really slim, and my type is like big guys. And I look at him and I'm like, you're really skinny. Which I know, I don't want to hurt his feelings. I love you, Joel. Anyway. And I also used to work in a factory full of engineers, and I don't like engineers, because they were very rude and curt and just... they're so to the point, and they're also just so, they only care about work, and they just tend to be very serious. That was always my impression of engineers. So, but I was being nice because the guy I had a crush on asked me to massage his friend, so I was like, okay, I'll be nice. So Joel sits on my lap, and I'm rubbing his shoulders, and he just melts off onto me, like just completely turns into like a puddle on me. And I'm like, what am I going to do? This guy's like totally puddled on me. So I just like, I'm leaning over and talking to him in his ear, because it's kind of loud and there's music and stuff, and I ask what he does, and he said, I'm an engineer, and I'm like, skinny engineer, great. But, I don't know, it was time, the evening got over, I talked to him a little bit, and he seemed like a, nice enough guy, and lives in Greenville, and I was like, oh, you live in Greenville, that's kind of far. And, I don't know, he was nice enough, but no big deal to me. Not my type, not what I wasn't looking, because I just broke up with somebody literally 6 days before. And he mentioned needing a massage, maybe sometime, looking for a massage therapist, and that he had a friend kind of close to where I was living here, you know, out there in Carrollton and stuff. And so I went to leave. I got in the car and was leaving, and I went, hold on. And I ran back in, literally. I mean, I was gone. I was going to be gone at all. But I ran back in, and I was like, well, here's my card, and I wrote my email address on the back of it. Well, little did I know, he was kind of bored waiting for his friend to get off work, the guy that I had a crush on who was managing the restaurant. And he immediately hit me up. He had Wi-Fi and a laptop, and he wrote me an email. And I get home, and like I guess I didn't really check it till the next day. The next day I went to Six Flags because my company was having company day at Six Flags. And I came home, and there's this email from him, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And so I wrote him back, this is my phone number. And then I go to bed. Sunday morning, I had to get up. I used to have a security job. I had like 6 jobs at the time. I mean, I worked for a chiropractor. I worked at the spa. I did security. I used to have like so many jobs before I met Joel. And I was sitting there in my security job, and I checked my email 10 o'clock in the morning. And he sent me his phone number. So like, I sent him my number, and instead of like calling me, he just sends me his, because I guess he was shy. I don't know. So I pick up the phone and I call him at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I start talking to him. And I basically ended up talking with him all the way until 11 that night, which is amazing. We talked for 13 hours. That was May 7th. Well, we traveled all over the place. We went to his family reunion. We went to D.C. and he met my father. Basically, we had a whirlwind romance, and exactly 2 months later, July 7th, at 11 o'clock at night, exactly 2 months to the day and the hour that I got off the phone with him, we were married. But exactly 2 years ago today, I met my husband, and my life has not been the same since. It's been just a miracle. I never knew that it was possible to love somebody this much, and it's funny because we got married at 2 months. It's almost like the first year of our marriage was just almost like when people date. It was just getting to know him, and the more I learned about him, the more I realized that he was the one that I was supposed to spend the rest of my life with. And so today is a very exciting day for me because exactly 2 years ago I was at work at this time not knowing that the love of my life was going to be coming into my life that night, and that my life was going to become so much better. And you know, I married him, and he loved me completely, and I gained a lot of weight, and he stood by me, and he let me, you know, went through the whole gastric bypass surgery thing with me. And I mean, we've only been together 2 years, and he's seen me from 250 pounds go all the way from 250 pounds, because that's what it was when he met me, go all the way up to 305 pounds, have the surgery, and now I'm down to like, I was 189 this morning. So I mean, he's seen me lose 115 pounds. I mean, he's seen me gain a lot and lose a lot. And it's only been 2 years. I mean, most people, I don't know if relationships could handle that much, but through it all, he's been the same person that I met and married, which is fantastic. So I just wanted to put that out there for today. This is Cinco de Mayo. It's a very big day for me. Also, I want to talk about, and I don't want to talk about, but I'm going to, what happened when I went to Florida this weekend. I kind of didn't understand exactly the family reunion. It turned out to be a bunch of people that I haven't seen since maybe I was a really little kid, like between 5 and 10 years old. I haven't seen these people.